Hey everybody, Chrissy here from Footprint Tarot. Before I say anything, I am going to say that this video is for entertainment purposes only. What I say is based on my interpretation of tarot cards and should not be taken as and oracle cards, and should not be taken as proof of guilt or innocence or proof of fact by anybody. It is just my intuitive reading of the tarot cards and my interpretation. Okay, firstly, I want to say I hopped on Jen Lynn and Johnny and Becca live yesterday and was, throwing a few cards and putting in my comment. And when I signed off, it was to go back to my husband's hospital room. Thank you, everybody who was online, and it helped get me distracted because he was under sedation and surgery, and two, he's fine. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who sent healing light and energy towards him, and he was very touched when I did. I was a bit just getting a little bit worried and asked for it, and I said a lot of people sent energy towards you, and he was very touched, and and very appreciative of that. So thank you, but he is fine, and he'll be, just wearing off, having been on under general anaesthetic and everything. So I'm at home with him for today and then back at work tomorrow. So anyway, that's that. Thank you to everybody who sent energy and good wishes. I'm going to do a quick reading now. I am planning to do more readings later in the day. I'm a little bit tired. But I'm sitting out the back in my pod chair and you can see the early morning light at the back. It's a bit of a gloomy overcast day here, but it's like 9-something o'clock here. And it's the 21st, Tuesday the 21st of January. So, tomorrow US time, the Senate trial is going to begin, and Mitch McConnell has released 4 pages of Senate rules that they're all going to vote on. The moderates have gotten in the requirement that they can vote on witnesses after they've heard all the arguments. The biggest bone of contention, I think, is that Mitch McConnell's given each side 24 hours to present their arguments, but only over the space of 48 hours. I'm sure people will argue for amendments to that. So obviously, Mitch, apparently Trump wants it all over and done with by the State of the Union. So I'm not going to look at this trial proceedings or not, or what they'll vote on or anything. It's good that the witnesses' amendments is in there. What I'm going to ask, and I did a reading a few days ago, indicating that, the trial might go on longer than it might not even finish. And I was again on a live stream with Johnny and Jen Lynn, I think, a day or so after that, and I just did a quick throw on that, and I got the same sort of thing. So what I'm going to ask, the question I'm going to ask is, will the trial be over by this time the State of the Union is, by the time the State of the Union So I'll speak up a little bit. I'm out the back. The wind can take my voice a little bit. So what I'm asking is, will the Senate trial be over and done with by the State of the Union? So let's have a look. It's going to be a little bit of a rough ride for a few people. So over by State of the Union. Two of what? Two of coins. The devil. That's no. And the four of coins. They're certainly going to try and manipulate it. The Republicans and Trump. This is a big no card. I just have to pause for just a minute, okay? Hey, I'm back. As you can see, it's just that the rubbish trucks were... I could hear the rubbish trucks turning down our road, and it was very noisy. So, yeah. So, two of coins is a maybe. Might be over. They're certainly going to try and swing it that way, the Republicans and Trump. Big no. Smaller, but still a no. Yeah, so no, it's not going to be over by State of the Union, as much as they want it to be. More secrets. This is really going to undermine Trump's feeling of security. He's clinging to power. He's going to be hanging in there, but it's not going to be finished on his timetable. His timetable says, I want it over and done with by State of the Union. But, you know, this is the third time I've read on this, asking various questions, and each time it's indicated that, no, it's not going to finish in their timetable. This is a biggie. This is like, it's time to pay the devil his due. He might just be hanging in there. This is also, I think, that secrets that he has been hanging on to tightly, clinging to and keeping close to his chest might come out. Like I said, it's going to be a bit of a rough ride. So we'll do another layer. See if we can get more detail about all this. This Chariot. The Ten of Swords. And the Three of Pentacles. Now, these aren't yes, no, in that way. These are just finding more details about why. The first layer is asked, will it be finished? And this is more finding out why it won't be finished. This is interesting. Coming out on top of the Four of Coins is the Three of Coins. Secrets is being held close to his chest. Dirty money. Group work. All his little minions. On top of the Devil. This, interestingly, is another no card, but it's also the Ten of Swords, 10 being the end of a cycle, and Long Dark Night of the Soul. Again, everything that Trump has thrown out into the universe is going to start coming back and hitting him. One thing after another in the back. There's several meanings to this card. It can be a yes card, it can be a card of victory, it can be a card of swift action. It's on top of the manipulation card. So, yeah, look, the Republicans are going to try and do everything they can to win this trial. You know, the Republicans, how about we call them the Trumplicans, and manipulate it. They're going to do everything they can to win. Manipulate every little sentence, or you know, every witness, whatever. They're going to try and do everything they can to win, but it's not going to be the swift trial they all want. Will this trial? I'm going to put the Six of Swords card down and shuffle. That layer finished, and then I'll start another layer. Okay, so, oh, interesting. The Hermit, as Sienna Rose has quite rightly pointed out a few times, one of the meanings of the Hermit is traitor or treason, shining a light on treason. So, will this trial actually will this trial be suspended? Will this trial be suspended? Will this Senate trial be suspended? Will this Senate trial be suspended or delayed? Suspended, or not the start of it, but will it end up being suspended or delayed, you know, because it's not going to be over. Will the Senate trial be delayed or suspended? Yes. The Ace of Pentacles, yes. The Seven of Pentacles, maybe. The Seven of Swords, that's a no, but a maybe and a yes. Outnumber a no. And again, it's interesting where the Seven of Swords lands on these other two cards. They're going to try and everything sneaky they can so that Trump can get away with it, but it's not going to work. It's going to be delays, more assessment. Something's going to come in that has to be assessed. I'm wondering if Schiff and Nadler will have to go back to the House to hold more hearings on something else. New news about money. What's on the bottom? This is the Hierophant. Yeah. Government, institutions, and the Emperor. No, oh no, that's the King of Coins. I'm just going to shuffle some more. Will Schiff and Nadler be needed back over into the House, thus causing a delay or suspension in the trial? Or will there be actings? I think anyone who the Democrats put in as acting head of these committees will be well and truly up at the job. But, okay, will the Will more news come out that causes a delay or suspension? There's more news coming out that causes a delay or suspension. The Emperor. Now, I don't have reversals in this deck, but this came out reversed. I'll have a look at that in a minute. 7 of Wands reversed. I'm sorry if it keeps going blank with my... Every time I look at it, it goes a bit dark. The Emperor. Yeah. Then 8 of Cups reversed. Now, I went through this deck earlier, and I thought I'd picked up all the reversed cards, because I do have some decks that I have reversed cards in, but not that many. So 8 of Cups is a yes card. Seven of Wands is a yes, a no card. The Emperor is a maybe card, and the 8 of Cups is a no, I don't know what the 8 of Cups is. I'm going to go with a yes on that. I'm a bit lost with what I asked. Oh, will more news come out to cause a suspension? Yes. News about the Emperor. This is reversed. So if upright it's a no, reversed it's a yes. So it's, and reversed he looks like he's going to fall off the top. It's something that Trump isn't going to be able to defend. One reader, I can't remember, I think it might be Sienna, or often this refers to witnesses. I think she might be right. I think it might be that there's not going to be any need for witnesses with what comes out. Oh, it's on the bottom, the GOP. The happy facade. Coming to an end, it's a 10. I always call the 10 of Cups with the rainbow, at least. The happy family and all rainbows is the facade of the GOP. That facade is going to be falling apart. Oh, overflowing emotions. Now, I'll put that one down too. Everyone feeling embattled. I think that's enough for that. I'm going to ask one more question before I bring this to an end and then upload it. I'm using my new phone with this one. I use my old phone on the tripod to do the longer readings and stuff. But a question I'm going to ask one more question. I think it was Linda G. And possibly Marianne from Revealing Light. They both said that the 21st of January, basically a storm, a poo storm, is going to come down on Trump's head in a big way. The trial is due to start on the 21st of January. Is something going to come out? Because it doesn't start till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, apparently, which is 1 a.m. Wednesday morning our time. So, is during the morning or late tonight, our time, is there something going to come out that is going to cause a huge disruption? Is something big going to come out? Like Clever Partners isn't big enough and Devon Nunes, but is something even bigger going to come out on the 21st of January 2020? Is this the end that Scaramucci said was coming into sight? Or the end that Scaramucci said, the end for Trump that Scaramucci said was near? Is this something big going to happen that's going to lead, that's going to just end it for Trump? Sword of truth. Can't escape it. Have no doubt. Five of Cups. Regret. That's a no. Okay, Three of Cups. That is a big yes. And lots of cheers and celebrations. Five of Cups. Regret, loss, perhaps even giving up and walking away as well. I mean, to me, this isn't just, you know, the Eight of Cups is often referred to as the walking away card, but this person is, it's like they've just realised they have nowhere to go and they've blown the whole lot. And the Eight of Wands, yes, something big is going to come out. Not just something big, several big things are going to come out in one day. That's a yes. Two yeses versus a no. That's definitely. And Trump is going to rue the day. Rue the day he came down that elevator and had made his announcement. You know what? He could have been kept getting away with crap for years and years and years if he did not ever do that elevator ride. Let's find out a little bit more information before I wrap this up. Four of Swords, rest and retirement. Hidden agendas, the High Priestess, hidden agendas and secrets going to come out. Judgment reversed. You know, like I said, I went through and I got these. Judgment reversed. Just going to refer to my notes here for a minute, you know, because like I said, I do have some packs reversed, but not very many. Guilt, loss, self-reproach, delays, obstacles, stagnation. You're operating with wrong assumptions and are delaying conclusions. You are tired and need rest, and the people you trust may be the dishonest ones. Well, with the people who Trump has around him, have no doubt of that. A little bit more. I want to dig just a little bit more, but I think I'm going to dig from the bottom. So we'll get rid of that. We'll put the Ace of Swords aside. Conflict. Lots of conflict. Five of Wands. Well, it's going to cause an uproar. People are going to have to rip off those blindfolds. They've been making decisions based on blind faith, on what their leaders have told them to do, like Mitch McConnell and all that, and Kevin McCarthy and Trump. They've been making really critical decisions blindly without really looking at them. Here's this, the suspension card. That trial is definitely going to end up, 'cause, like I said, I do have some packs reversed, but not very many. Guilt, loss, self-reproach, delays, obstacles, stagnation. You're operating with wrong assumptions and are delaying conclusions. You are tired and need rest, and the people you trust may be the dishonest ones. Well, with the people who Trump has around him, have no doubt of that. maybe not even going ahead, but I think it probably start, but I think it's going to end up in suspension. Whew. The Queen of Swords, to me, this is the come forward and justify your actions, or come forward and receive punishment for your actions. Oh, the Death card. Big changes. Wow. That's really interesting. So anyway, I'm going to go now and I'm going to upload this. I'm going to do some more readings a bit later in the day. I'm quite tired. It was a long day yesterday. We were at the hospital for over 10 hours. And but again, thank you to all those who sent best wishes and healing energy. And I love you all, footprinters, and I'll see you at the next reading. Bye-bye.